Hey, hello everyone, and welcome back to my Let's Get Farming series on Saxlingham. So we're over by our large fields at the moment. We've now moved into October 1st, and as you can see, we have growth in our fields. No weeds, which is good. So we're at growth stage 2 of 5 now. We're also 50% fertilized. So before we get past October and into November, we need to refertilize these fields as well. And that will mean using a tractor with narrows on. So the class here, we can put narrows on. So I'm going to be using this one to refertilize these fields afterwards. So we'll take that back. We'll get some narrows put on it. We'll leave the fertilizer here. And then we'll maybe do the fertilizing later. We'll do a bit of mowing first in the grass field, since I've been banging on about doing mowing for ages. So this field's looking pretty good as well, though. Same here on the other two fields as well. So if we look in here, got our fields. If we look at soil composition, you see here we've got light blue for all of these, so those all need redoing. So yeah, so let's drop in the shop on the way back and change the tires on this and take it back to the farm so we can pick up the sprayer. Trying to remember if I'm actually playing with crop destruction on or not on this. Let's have a look. Yes, we are playing with crop destruction on, so yeah, we definitely need to use narrows. Boy racers are back. So how's everyone doing? We're all doing okay. I'll just jump back when we get to the dealership. Okay, we're back. Let's go and change here. Customize. No, we don't need to repaint it. We'll customize it. And we just want narrows on this. There we go, narrow tires. Customize again, purchase that, and we're good to go. Now, while I'm here, I may as well look at the mowers and take the mowers that we're going to purchase back to the farm, even though they may not work with this tractor. So, mowers. Let's take a look at what we've got for mowers. So, again, using base game mods here. For this, I've not had any extra ones in here just yet. So a couple of things to remember about mowers. There's various different types. You got your front mower here, which is highlighted. There's another front mower. You got your side mowers here, which can be combined together, and that can be combined together, etc. You got your full back mowers here that cover the whole back, and you got this one as well. Now, these two might look the same, but they're actually slightly different. This one allows you to do wide spreading and swath dropping. You see that it's got the extra bits on there, so that allows you to do swaths in the middle, so you don't have to row them up. So this type of mower is ideal if you're doing silage. If you're doing hay, you don't want to be dropping swath because you need it widespread, so you can then TED it. So you can change the work mode on it. So that's easy enough to do. Obviously, we've got the large big M here that does the same as this one. Does swath dropping and wide spreading. We're not going to use that in this one. And we have the pull behind kind of side ones as well. A lot of people like using these. I'm not a fan of them. They're okay. But yeah, I'm not a fan. There's another pull behind and these will extend out to the side. We'll go to the right hand side of the tractor typically. And here's another one, the yellow one. This one doesn't do swath dropping that I can tell, but there is a version that does, so just be aware of that. There is a companion yellow front mower to this as well, but for some reason you don't get it in here. I'm not sure why, but anyway. There we go. So when you're buying mowers or a mower, always remember you need to check your horsepower matches your tractor. So in this case, this one's 60 horsepower, so that's fine for the tractors we've got. Now, if you're doing a combination of this one here, this is 110. This one here, the back piece, is 220. So that's giving us a total of 330 horsepower that we need. So if we look at our tractors, this one is only 180, so we can't use that combination here on this tractor. And actually, we can't use it on this one either because this doesn't have enough either. So neither of our tractors can go with that setup. The Samas, sorry, this Samas here and this Samas here. Now we could go with this one and the side one. We've got enough there with the T7 New Holland. That would work. This one's fine as well. This one's worked on the class as well. That's fine. That one won't work on the class. That's too much. This one's fine on the class. This one's fine on its own on the T7. And then we've got the Kuhn 120 here and the front one for 60. So these two will work on the New Holland without a problem. Won't work on the class though. But disadvantage with this is it's going to be widespread, so we don't get any swathing option there, which is fine for what we're potentially doing. So I might do this option. I'm not a fan of side mowers and just these, and the reason for that is that typically it's not always the case, depends on the mod. The offset may not appear correct when you set it up in the guidance steering, and you may need to adjust it, and there's a formula for doing this. I'll pop a graphic up that shows you this formula, but I'll explain it here as well. So the formula is you take the total width of these two combined together. So this one is 3.4, this one is 3.9, so that comes out to 7.3 meters. Okay, you then divide that total by 2, which will give us 3.65 in this case. You then take the width of your front one, divide that by 2, which gives us 1.7. You then take your last number that you did, which was 3.65, and you take away 1.7 from it. And that gives us a total of 1.95. You then invert that, and that will give you minus 1.95. Okay, so what I'll do is these are the ones I'm probably going to run with, but what I'll do is I'll purchase all 4 of these and just show you, and I'll just credit myself back the money for those afterwards. So let's go in and buy all these, and I'll show you what it looks like on the class when you do that. It may be okay with these being base game ones. Okay, so that's 14 and 16 and a half back. Okay. Right, let's just jump in this. Probably going to have to find a field as well to do this in. So I don't think guidance steering is going to show up properly here, but let's give it a see. Okay. So it's doing that. Okay. So you see, this has actually got an offset for us of 1.6, which is close actually to what, well, it's not quite close. The calculation says 1.95. So this may work. I don't know, but if when you try this, it doesn't work, you can adjust it up. You can see you're not going to get exactly the right size, but you'd be closer with 1.95 there, based on those calculations, if the automatic version doesn't work okay. All right. So that's those. Again, not a fan of those. Oops. Let's just detach it. Right. So let's get the actual ones that we're buying. Get these back to the farm and get them on the New Holland. I'll sell those back later and sort all my money out. I'm not worried about the money at the moment. It's not a problem. We'll also need to buy a tedder and a windrow later as well. So we'll come back and get those. So yeah, I will pop a graphic up that explains that offset thing a little better. You can also use that if you're in course play as well. You can set stuff in course play with offsets. So if when you start cutting around it doesn't look right, that's where you may have to fix your offset. We're not running course play here at the moment anyway, so I can't show you that. Let's run into the house there. Right, let's drop this off. Right. Just rolling back around here for now. Okay. Oh, got my weight on. Always helps. Duh. Yep. Always remember to take your front weight off if you're going to put something on the front. Always helps. Alrighty. So let's go see if we can find our grass fields. So I have no idea where the entrances are for these. So this one's straight across from us, but where? Oh, get out of the way, dude. Where is the entrance for it? Must be up here. Yeah, there we go. So we've got two fields here. Both of them are a bit weirdly shaped. Well, this one's the most weirdly shaped one, but let's see if we can get through here. Okay, there we go, we're through. Right, so let's start this off. Let's get this lowered down. Now the other thing with, if you're just using an offset mower, i.e. the ones that just go out to the right, if you go around in a clockwise direction, that will leave you a verge around the outside of your field where you haven't cut, where basically the tractor's running. If you did want to cut that, you'll then basically have to go back around in an anti-clockwise fashion to do that. As far as I know, AI workers won't do that for you, so you may have to do that manually. So let's get this down. Let's get this going. Where's that gate? That's okay. Leave them. Don't need to worry about the gate. Let's get this down. Unfold it. Get going. So this should be giving us wide spreading. No, this is not going to be easy turning around down here. There we go. Let's go back, get the back a bit. Swing around. Get as close as I can there. Come back and get that piece. We'll just do, we'll go around and do a headland on here. Yes, I'm doing anti-clockwise, which is a bit weird, but that's okay. And I'm just doing this manually at the moment. I'm not using guided steering or anything. I'm not even sure how well it'd work on here, to be honest, but we'll see. Actually, speaking of AI workers, I was playing on 22 over the weekend. My grandson was over the stuff we were playing Farming Simulator 22, and I forgot just how horrendous the AI workers are on FS22 compared to 25. It's absolutely shocking, actually. It was really quicker to just do it yourself. So here's our boundary for this one. Try and go over a little bit more. Way up. Straight up a bit. There we go. Down here, back here, get that mode. Oh, missed it. Alright, I'll get it on the reverse. Right, so there we go. So there you go, wide spreading. Now there's a little bit of a swath in the middle, but obviously the swath dropping combines both sides into the middle. So this is perfect for tedding now, and or rowing up as well. So I'll. Oh, one other thing as well, actually. Some people who like to make things a little bit easier for themselves, if they're just doing silage, for instance, get yourself a front mower. Health and safety here, you know, don't be messing around near running mowers in real life. They'll buy a front mower and they'll attach a baler straight on the back, so they'll mow and pick up the grass and bale it straight off. So that's an option as well. If you're more interested in doing it speed wise and stuff, just depends what you want to do, really. But yeah, that's an option. Stick a baler on the back, and you can cut down some of your time. So right, I will get this done, and I'll see you back shortly.
Trouble inside, beating hearts don't lie. An empty page, a story to write. I'm in love, you're divine, anytime. check the tag. Journey for life, and before he paid, cancel your mail for a hike. It's a journey for life, and I'm alright. Hang on, we'll be long gone. Hang on, I cannot go wrong. Hang on, we'll be long gone. Hang on, I cannot go wrong. God, I'm praying I'm not alone in this air. A journey for life, I'm alright.
Okay, so I believe that's all our fields done, all 3 of them. So not a lot there. We'll look here. So yeah, let's get this folded up. Turn them off. It's off. Right, cool. So not too bad. I couldn't remember where this field was. That's why I went flying past it. But there we go. So what we'll do is we'll drop these mowers off, and then we'll go and pick ourselves up a tedder to do some hay. So what I'm planning on doing is making hay and silage bales out of these. I have no plans to sell them because basically I want to keep hold of them because at some point we're going to do some animals, so it makes sense to keep hold of them. Let's go and drop these up here. Where shall I put these? Let's put them over in this one just because these are a bit tight, and it's probably easier to get this stuff in and out than anything else. So chop that one off. So a quick look at the map here. So see what we might do is we'll make hay from field 6, and then we'll do silage for 4 and 5. So we'll go get the tedder. We'll ted field 6, and then we'll go and get a windrower and windrow up 5 and or 4 and 5. So again, if you're playing realistic or trying to play realistic, chances of making hay in October is extremely rare, unless you've got extremely good sunny, hot weather. So typically hay would be done, mid-year, June, July, when it's nice and hot, so you can get the grass dried out. But of course we're not in the real world in here, so we can make hay anytime we want to some degree. If you want to make hay a little bit more difficult to make, you want to look at the realistic weather mod from Arrow. That makes hay making a little bit more difficult, to say the least. But you could still potentially get away with doing it in October, potentially. Right, so let's look at tedders. So tedders, all sorts of sizes here. So we've got 4.4, 8.2, 8.9, and a 17 meter. Now, obviously, we don't want to be taking the 17-meter tedder in those fields because they're not exactly big fields. So I wouldn't even contemplate using that one. Even this one is probably a little bit on the large side. So I think we'll go with. So we'll go with this 8.2. That's probably a little bit more sensible. That one will probably be the most sensible. But let's go with this one. And yeah, I know we're spending lots of money today, so that's okay. I've got some to put back. And actually, while we're in here, let's just buy the windrower. So all different types of windrowers in here as well. There's these type. They just go straight across the back here. And then you've got your ones that look like a tedder, same type of thing, the round ones. Those are the ones I typically use. Again, watch for your sizes. I mean, 8.4, that's not too bad. 14 meters, way too big. Here's another one that folds out. You've got the chrome one. It's quite a nice one, that actually, but way too big for what we need. So we'll probably go with what have we got here? Yeah, let's have a look at this one because I've not at that price. We're not. That's way too expensive. We'll go with the Samas one. I'll explain the differences between the two once we actually start running them. Right, so I'll see you back in the field. Right, so we're back. So let's get this unfolded. So again, idea of the tedder is to basically turn the grass over so it can dry out, and you'll see what it does once we start going here. I mean, again, typically we've just cut this grass. You wouldn't necessarily ted it straight away. You might let it dry out a little bit first in real life. Oh, there we go. So let's try and get ourselves lined up. So yeah, it's basically just going to flip the grass up in the air and for all in this, just got to turn it over basically, and get air into it and just spread it around a bit. Let's turn it on, get it lowered, and then we can see it's tedding away there. And as you can see, it's spreading it all over the place, which is exactly what we want. You can see the colour change as well. So if we just jump out, you know, you've got the greeny here, and then you've got this kind of browny looking green here, which indicates it's dried and it's ready to make hay. Just back up a little bit. And again, in real life farming, farmers may do tedding once or twice, 3 times maybe, depends on the weather potentially and how dry conditions are. So I mean, if you wanted to play realistic and you wanted to re-ted over this to simulate that, you could do it. Wouldn't change anything from a state perspective in FS, but also remember, don't do your grass work if it's going to rain in the afternoon or something, which funnily enough I haven't even checked, so let's just check our weather. So we're good to go, but we have got rain coming tomorrow, so that's good because we'll have all this up by then. Again, it's not going to affect it in FS if it does rain. That said, if you're using the realistic weather mod, it will affect it potentially. And especially if you create bales, because once your bales get wet, they will start to rot away as well if they get rained on. But we're not using that mod here, so we don't need to worry about it at the moment. Right, I'm just going to carry on with this field. I'm just going to cut to the end of when this is all done, and we'll go and pick up the windrow. All right, thanks. Okay, so that's that field all tedded up. Let's go and drop this back at the farm, find a home for it. Maybe put this up top as well, since these are easy to get out as well. I could put this. Let's put it down the end. Do we have anything in the end? Don't think so. Okay, that's that done. Right, let's go pick up the windrower. Oops, going past a bit too much there. All right, back in a minute. Okay, so we've got the windrow. Go to this field first. I also sold the I sold the other mower back and everything, and fixed my price, so back up to 35. Still not a lot of money, but that is what it is. So yeah. So for those interested in, it was up here, wasn't it? For those that like this map, Saxlingham, and want something a little bit different to look at, my good friend, the Midlife Simster, is actually doing a roleplay series on this map, actually based on this farm back here. So he set up a roleplay series that's based around this small holding setup around here. So yeah, if you're interested in roleplay stuff and you like this map, go and check his videos out. His links in the info section down below in the video. Right, so let's get this one going. So unfold him. Now you notice there's a little white thing in the middle there, and that stops the grass from going all over the place and basically puts it into those straight lines as the grass comes around through the combs. Some of them have these in the center, some of them might have them let's see if we can get a thing on there. Might have them on the right hand side, or the left hand side even as well, with just like one wheel or something like that. Let's get this down. So you see, as we go around, it's all into a nice pile in the middle. We can pick up with the baler. Again, this is if you're playing realistic and using normal balers, this is the kind of thing you need to do. If you're not playing realistic and you're using a modded baler that can pick up something, 10 meters wide or whatever, then yeah, you wouldn't have to do this. You could just run along and do that. All depends on your gameplay preferences, really. will say one thing: these are a bit of a nightmare to back up sometimes. Try again. There we go. Missed a little bit there. Right, so I'll just I'll crack on with this field and I'll go back and we'll run over the other field and then we'll get to baling these up. So I'll just jump cut this one as well because we don't need music for every single video cut. We'll see you shortly. Right, so that's 2 fields done. What I thought I'd do on this field is actually put the AI worker on here. I missed a few bits there. I'll get those with the baler though. Ooh. Yeah, I just missed it. I thought I'd put the AI worker on here just to see how it does on here and just throw a bit of music on this one. It won't be that long, I don't think. But yeah, I was just curious how it's going to work on this field with it being an odd shape. So we'll give that a bash and see what happens. One thing I did notice was just down here, I think I missed tedding some up. Where was it? Yeah, some bits here. Chances are that'll just turn to hay when we pick it up and stuff. But we'll see. It shouldn't make a lot. It shouldn't cause any issues. There's not a lot there, so when it goes in the baler, there probably won't be enough in there to throw it off. It'll just take it in as hay, but we'll see. So yeah, let's just sit back and relax and see what AI worker does.
Soul hurt and fire.
Right, so I think we're done. So I didn't do too bad of a job actually. I just had to go around there and pick up the bits around the edges that actually technically are outside the field boundary anyway. So I wasn't necessarily expected to pick those up. So not too bad though. Not too bad. So let's go and drop this off. And then we'll bring out the baler. This one's a little bit bigger than the other one, so it's going to be difficult. So we'll park this one down here, I think. A bit difficult to get it in that shorter shed. Well, in that smaller gap, I should say. These do have a tendency to wander as well. More so than some other ones. Slightest touch on the wheel and you can go the wrong way. Right. Oh, how are we doing fuel wise and everything? Okay. Let's quickly repair this though. Before we get any further in. Again, if you don't have the mobile workshop, you'll need to go back to the garage, to the maintenance bay to repair that. Over here. I'll put down a maintenance bay over here somewhere. Okay, so I've got a little bit of straw in there now. This should just overwrite that when we go in there and put it into hay or whatever. So let's have a look. Bale counter. It's 54. Let's reset the bale counter so we know exactly how many we're picking up. Bale size 240. That's fine. Again, I'll pop up the bale size spreadsheet thing that I had before. So for 240 size bales on the hay, for large square bales, we're going to be looking at 8,000 litres for those bales. For silage, we're going to be looking at 6,500 litres for 240 bales. So again, I'll pop that up on the screen when I do the editing anyway, just as a reminder for everyone. Oh, that's the wrong way. Now, we do actually have a field over here, actually, we could mow, potentially. This is actually part of our thing. So I may do that off screen, maybe mow this up and get some more bales off it. Not sure yet. So if we look on the map, look at the farmland. There you go, see we own all that back there. Technically not a grass field, but there's grass in it, so I don't know, we'll see. Might put some animals in there, might look around for some other place to put some animals, not sure yet, depends on how the money goes. So let's get the hay up first, since that's the closest one. Let's see if this changes this straw that's already loaded into hay. It should do. Yep, it has. There we go. So it depends on the amount that's in there. If it's only a small amount, it'll change it. If you've got, say, 50% straw in there, you've got a problem. You'll need to unload it. Just run these lines here. I'm missing a couple of bits there. Doesn't matter. And actually, let's just jump over onto this headland here. Let's try and pick up all this in these corners. Probably won't make it there. Nope. It's back all the way out again. Let's see if we can actually get in enough to pick that up. Oh, not quite. Alright, I'm going to have to reverse him. Hopefully. There we go. Alright. I should pick up some of that, not all of it though. So again, base game balers will not work with AI for pickup. There are some modded versions that you can use. Obviously, if you're using something like courseplay and stuff, that's not an issue. But yeah, if you want to use AI, there are some modded balers available in Mod Hub for that. Never used them, so I don't know how good they are. So there we go, our first bale out. Get that picked up, go around, get this picked up on the headland. I'll have to come back for that. So again, with balers, you can do square or round or rectangular or round, depending on what it is you are looking for. There's obviously difference in sizes and what's available. Square, you can get the larger bales, round are smaller in size. Advantage with square ones is that you can just keep running round and round like this, and they'll just keep popping the bales out the back. Disadvantage being if you want to wrap them, you need a separate wrapper for those. I personally find them easier to deal with for stacking and loading and stuff like that. Round bales, you can obviously get built-in wrappers and stuff, but by default, you need to stop every time you've got a full bale to let it run through and discharge. Now there is a mod called Better Round Bales or something, I think it is, that takes away that restriction. So I would suggest getting that if you're going to use it. and that allows you to just drive around as we're doing here, continuously. But again, I usually prefer the larger ones, just because of the larger capacity. Um, Less bales on the field to pick up, basically. Oh, messed all that up again. Jeez, can't reverse properly. Okay, we go, got it. Right, I'll just get this finished off, and we'll cut back in when we're done. See you in a bit. Okay, so that's all the bales. So we've got 10 there. We've got a couple we need to unload. So we've got ourselves 11 bales. We can't get the last one out, so. So yeah, this other one might change to grass when we pick it up, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. That's not too bad. 11 bales off that field. It's pretty good, actually. Right, let's see if this changes to grass. No, it's going to do. It's going to give us another hay bale out of this, which is fine. Oh, I didn't re-row this one either along the edges. Oh well. Alright, let's just run along these edges here. With the baler, it's not too bad. Okay. Let's just go and run this over to the field, so we drop it in there just so we know where it is. Okay, there we go. Good stuff. Right, I'll get on with finishing this field off on the other one. We'll throw a bit of music behind this. And we'll see you in a bit.
I'll be the last man standing.
Alrighty. So there we are. So we've got, I didn't reset the bale counter either, so we've got 29 in there. I think we had 12, if I remember rightly, on the other field after I unloaded them. So that's not too bad. We've got what, 17 there. So yeah, not too shabby. So we've got 17 what will be silage bales. So let's run this back. I've been trying to think whether I've actually got a wrapper or not. I can't remember. So let's see what happens when we get this back. So there are some other options. Whoa, where are you going? There are some other options for grass pickup and stuff like that, but we'll maybe talk about those when we come around to doing grass again in April next year. If you don't want to bale them or anything like that, if you want to dump them into a silo or stuff like that. So we'll look at those options then. Won't necessarily do them per se, but we can look at what you can do if you wanted to. Right. So wrapper, don't think we have a wrapper, do we? No, we don't. We don't have a wrapper. So let's go and get a wrapper. So let's get those bales wrapped. Oh dear, where's my driving today? It's all over the place. Okay, here we are. So look in the shop. Anything on offer? Nope. Right, wrappers. Square wrappers here. So these are the square bale ones. Never touched that one myself. That's a single use one. It's a pain. Also remember for wrappers you need to look at what it's capable of size wise. So this one will do round bales, 125 to 150, so that's no good for us. This one does square or round up to 180. That's no good for us. This Coon one does round and square up to 220 and 150. This Gaweel one does up to 150 and 180 in squares. And this one, which is one of the few mods I've installed on here because I knew we were going to be doing 240 bales. This is just a modded version of this one to allow it to go up to 240. So you can see it does wrapped bales there up to 240 and 180 for round bales. So this is quite a good wrapper as well. I use this in my roleplay series as well. So I'm not going to buy it. I'm going to lease it because I really don't have enough money to buy it. So I'm going to have to lease this. For now anyway. You can choose the colour of the wrap that you want. So there's white, black, green, aqua colour and pink typically. Again, there are mods out there that allow you to have other colours. If you so wish to do that. So all we're going to be doing is wrapping the grass bales. So that's fields, what, 4 and 5 I think. And the hay bales stay as they are. So I'll see you back at the field. Okay, here we are back at the field. So let's deploy our wrapper with A to unfold it. Turn on automatic drop with down push on the cross pad thing, whatever it's called. I don't know. Hopefully that's set right. Actually, no, it's not. Oh, it's up. It's the up arrow, not the down arrow. So we've got automatic drop on. If you don't want automatic drop, obviously leave it as it is. And then we just roll up to the bale, trying to get it as square on as possible, but it's not overly fussy. And you can see this one wraps pretty quick as well compared to some of the other bales wrappers. That's another good reason for getting that one. This is available on Mob Hub as well. I like the way it just kicks that one across the place. Now it's I guess this could be just a little bit unrealistic as well. However, there is a round baler, the Vicon Fast Bale, that's a mod, but is actually a real baler in the real world, that wraps really fast. So yes, they are out there. And it's also a baler that doesn't require the round baler mod either. It will carry on around and let you pick up bales continuously, because it basically has 2 chambers. So let's just check the count here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 7 here, plus this other one at 8. And boom, we're done. So that's pretty quick. Doesn't make a huge amount of difference on a field of these sizes. We're only doing a few bales, but if you've got huge fields where you're picking up or wrapping 60, 70 bales, it makes a big difference. I'll tell you now. I use this in my roleplay series, and I've got some big fields with those sorts of numbers of bales coming out of them when I'm doing silage cuts. So this wrapper makes a huge difference. So again, we're not wrapping these because those are hay bales. So unfold again. We don't need to turn on automatic drop again because it's still on from last time. Doesn't change, so that's good. Yeah, in fact, I think the slowest part of this wrapper is actually just to pick up and drop off. And of course, with this being so fast as well, I don't need to lease it that long either. I mean, I'm going to be done here in what, probably less than 15 minutes. Right, let me just double check under these trees up here, because I was running the baler along here and I wasn't sure if it dropped one out here, and you can't see under it because it's dark. So no, looks like we've got them all. Cool. So we've got what have we got here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So yep, back to 17. So we've got 8 in the other field. Cool. Good stuff. So let's Let's just return. We can't return it from here. Let's just return this. Gone right past it, haven't I? It's there. Return. All right, cool. Let's see, how much did that cost us finance-wise? Let's show up here. Yeah, so it only cost us £2,000 pounds. So that's not too bad. Not bad at all. So we need to pick these up and get them in the storage shed. So let's go and pick up the trailer. And get these back. Whoa. Let's not run into the bale, shall we? I'm thinking this video may turn out fairly long. I'm not 100% sure on this because I've not done the spraying yet either. So I need to get these bales up and then finish off that spraying. Although once I get into a time lapse and stuff, it's probably only going to be 3 minutes or whatever. So right, so here we go again. Right. So I actually learned something myself this last couple of days. I was always going around with this and stopping and picking the bales up with the load keys. But apparently there was actually full collection mode on this, which I didn't know about. So I'm going to give that a try. So again, this is Loki's auto load that works on any trailer, etc. If you look at there at the very top there, just under the tractor symbol, up in the top, I can't get my cursor on for some reason. There's collection mode, and it actually says disabled. So if I do Control Shift and R, that should now just pick up these bales automatically without having to stop. So you can see it says enabled now, or it says ENA because it's just shortened up. Poof. So I didn't know that. I've been going around thinking you have to stop every time for this. So yeah, there you go. See, always learning stuff. Now, interestingly enough, why is it not strapping those? Because I thought I'd fix this. So for the straps, Control Shift A. Yeah, tension belts are on. Maybe it doesn't do that in auto load mode. So, okay. Good enough for me. Switch round and pick all these up. This is much easier than having to stop. Oops. Of course, as long as you don't miss one on the side there or lose it. Where did that one go? Oh, good grief. Has it gone down that ditch? I didn't imagine that, did I? I thought I saw a bale go flying off to the side. Okay. Maybe it was just a glitchy thing. Or maybe I'm just going mad. I don't know. I could have sworn I saw one fly off the side there. I'll have to check that in the video. So one other thing you will notice as well is that there's no bar here saying how much we've got loaded on this. And that is because we don't have the tension straps on. If we put the tension straps on now, oh, it doesn't show up there either. That's interesting. Thought it was going to show up. Why are those not showing up? That's odd. Maybe it doesn't matter when it's in full auto. I'll have to test that out. I'm not sure what's going on there. Right, I think, can't we pick up other ones as well? Yep. Pick up some more. Save to cut down on our trips. I don't think we can get another layer on here, can we? Nope, that's it. Right. Let's go and get these done. Oh, those are wobbling a bit there, aren't they? Now, of course, I could change the pickup window on this by going back in and recustomize it, can make it higher or wider or whatever, but I think that's adequate there. Don't want to be going too mad. These up here and get these in our storage. And there we go. Poof. Done. Right. I'll just go grab the other ones and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, there we go. All our bales are done. So we've got one straw bale, 12 hay bales, and 17 grass bales currently. So those should ferment. Those should be done in a month or so. So let's get this. Let's see if we can park this down the side of this sprayer. Should be interesting. Parking, got it. Just put it forward a little bit. Too much. Right, I'm just going to pick this up and drag it down there for the to the class. So coming back for it. Right, let's park that there. Let's put this away because we don't need that anymore. So just before we carry on with that, so grass fields are done. Now, interestingly enough, they do technically need ploughing. They also need lime. You see here, so I will do the liming for these off camera, just so they are limed up. And probably even run some fertilizer over them, rather than put them into this time lapse. Anyway, you see there it says needs lime, needs ploughing. Now, typically, I wouldn't bother ploughing them. It's a grass field. I wouldn't worry about it too much. However, if you want to do that and get that reset, just plough it up and reseed it. And actually, now is a good time to do that. With it being the last cut of the year, pretty much. So it'd be a good time to seed it. It's not going to grow much over winter, but it will be ready by the spring. So I may do that. I may plough it up and reseed it. But again, I'll do that potentially off camera, so it's only going through stuff we've already talked about, really. So we'll see. Right, so I'll run this up. I'll fill this up, and we'll start working on these fields. So again, um, we've got crop destruction on, so we shouldn't cause any damage. Since we're only in stage 2, hopefully, but we shall see when we get there. Okay, see what happens when we just run in here. Yeah, looks like we're good there. These tires okay? Yep, cool. So we're good to go. Right. So, I'll get working on this. I'll time lapse all this, get all these 4 fields done, and we'll see you in a bit.
Is this a dream? Too good to be true. What I feel for you. Is it all just a fantasy? I know it's true. I'm sure it's for real. And whatever I feel, I know you feel the same way too. From the second when your eyes caught mine, there ain't a single thread of doubt in my mind. And it's like I've always known you. I've been waiting for this moment and for you, only you. Through space and time, 2 souls aligned. We weave this dream together, a love that
Right, so we're all done. All our fields are fully fertilized with the exception of grass fields, which I shall do off camera. Just put the hood back up. Not used too much fertilizer, so that's not too bad. It's rolling on for 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon. So yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. So let's just check the status of these fields here. So there we go. Yield bonus 97% now. 100% fertilized. And we're good to go. I'm trying to think what our last 3% is. Why we don't get that. Not sure. But yeah, we're all good there. We're all golden. So we're going to call it a day there. I'm going to try and figure out what I'm going to do for the next episode, whether to roll time forward and see what's going on. I may look into maybe the possibility of starting some animals, although I'm not sure I've got enough cash at the moment to do that. We do have the grain to sell, so we've got to sell this in January along with the wheat. So that's going to bring us around 110,000, which will be good. Our hay is worth 10 at the moment. The grass will turn to silage, so that should be worth a lot more at that point. And we're going to bale of straw. So yeah, thanks for watching again. I'm not going to go through my schedule of videos up. I'm going to put a graphic up for that just to make life a bit easier. Well, yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your day, weekend, or whatever it is when you're watching this, and stay safe out there. Thanks now. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like my content.